What's going on, Americans? Jericho Green here with you once again. And finally, the no shit police have shown up to the offices of ESPN. The new president, Jimmy Pitaro, hey, fucking Jimmy. He said that research shows that going the political route is not good. Yeah, Jimmy, we know that. Now, he's only been there for about a year and a half. I guess before that was someone, John Skipper, I believe was his name. And under his regime was the whole Kaepernick bullshit and that dumbass Jamel Hill saying that Trump is a white supremacist and has surrounded himself with other white supremacists. I thought I was saying water was wet. Acting all surprised and shit when they let your ass go. And Jimmy said that, you know, if you look at a year ago, I think some of the talent was confused. But if you fast forward to this year, I don't think they're confused anymore. Meaning we've cleaned house. Meaning those who would not get in line are no longer here. And why are they finally doing this? Because it's about money. Come on, man. It's about money. Nobody gives a shit about race. Nobody gives a shit about politics, especially on a sports entertainment network. People tune in to sports to tune out of the world, to tune out of what's going on. Why do you think sports is so popular and it makes so much money? Because people like the product. They like sports. They don't want to hear no bullshit. They don't care what you think about what's going on. They don't care your opinions about the president. Nobody gives a shit, Jamel. That's why you work for some company called The Atlantic now. Who's ever heard of that shit? I've heard of the Atlantic Ocean. Nobody wants to hear that bullshit. And they always try to push it under the guise of, well, you know, back in the day, Muhammad Ali and the 68 Olympics. Look, that was a time where shit was going on. That was a time where there really was social injustice. There was injustice, period. So there was something for them to protest. There was something for them to speak on. But they've already laid the groundwork. They've paid the price. They've suffered the slings and arrows, so you no longer have to. Now athletes can just focus on being athletes. You can focus on not being able to go to the movies anymore because you're so fucking famous that crowds of people get around you and you can't do what you came to do. All you have to do is get out there and perform and get paid millions of dollars. You don't need to concern yourself with non-existent social issues. Police brutality. Get the fuck out of here. Since when have you been brutalized by anyone since you signed on the dotted line? Too many women showing you their titties out in public? Too many kids coming up to you saying, I have your poster on my wall, man. Is that the harassment you're talking? Is that the brutality you're referring to? The things that they did back in those days no longer exist because of them. So now you really can shut up and dribble, shut up and catch, shut up and throw, shut up and run. You don't need to do that shit anymore. So tying sports to politics is no longer an issue. Jim Brown, they did it all. They took care of you. They were the parents of what you have now. They struggled so you don't have to. They made your lives easier. So no, people don't want to hear about politics when they tune in to sports talk. And most of the time, your opinions on the matter are fucking stupid. It's some left-leaning social justice warrior bullshit that most of the country, no matter your political party, you don't agree with. The president is a racist. That's a little extreme. He's a white supremacist. That's a little extreme. No matter where you fall on the political spectrum. Get out of here with that shit. You athletes, I don't want to go to the White House. Nobody wants to hear about that shit. Go to the fucking White House. It's part of the plan. It's tradition. That's what you do. Keep your political opinion out of that shit. But the only reason he did this is because of the money. The numbers are dropping. The money is leaving. We got to do something about this. Skipper, get the fuck out of here. Jimmy, get in there and fix it. Stop the bleeding. And that's what he's doing. Imagine this. A sports entertainment network is going to stick to sports. I know. Ain't that some shit? So no shit, police. You can leave Jimmy alone. He gets it. Viewers do not want to hear that bullshit. Now, if you have a separate platform, now if Kaepernick and all these other clowns would have just stepped outside of the stadium on their off time and protested, that's one thing. If I want to hear what you have to say about that, I will go through that channel and find you. But don't do the old bait and switch on me. Don't fake me out. Don't have me smelling bacon. I show up to eat and you got fucking tofu. Don't you dare do that to me. If I go to you for sports, give me sports. Give me the stats. Give me those obscure stats. This is the first guy since 1975 to hit a home run while wearing one red sock. That's what I want to hear. Don't show me, hey, sports talk, and then when I get there, I got you, motherfucker. Here's what I think about politics and the president. No. Don't pull that shit. If I want that, I will find that. We are in the era of options. I know where to go. I know what to do. I got the intranet on my phone. So big ups to the ESPN president, Jimmy Pitaro. Good job. And this is what I meant in my last video about small victories. Now, who cares what this guy thinks politically? But this is the right thing. Sports networks like this, stick to sports. Quit trying to poison the well. Quit trying to shit in the punch bowl with your fucking political anti-Trump bullshit. We can be anti-Trump, we can be pro-Trump. But when we meet at the altar of professional sports, that has no place here. People, let me wrap up my state-mandated meal period and hop back in this damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, utilize the PayPal link. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.